Hi, hello everyone. Hope you all fine. So I am IL Niklesh from Kongi Engineering College, representing Cycle Group for our DarkPatternsBuster hackathon. So our let me first introduce our team members. So our team leader is Muhammad Yunus and team members Inika, Mahaprabhu, Malavali, and myself Niklesh. Here in this moment, I especially thank for our mentor, Mrs. Mrs. P.S. Nandininan for extraordinary support to accomplish this or leading this project to our most extent work. So let me start our presentation. So in this dog pattern hackathon, we took the topic on user interface deception. So basically, user interface deception is a type of design in UI. In a way, the e-commerce or the developers develop the website in a way to trick your attention in order to distract you from the desired action. Okay. In this topic, there are the different subtopics or different types of strategy used in user interface deception, such as deception, out of misdirection, understanding the hidden options, navigating subscription traps. So these are the main topics or the matters comes falls under the interface deception. For example, in right side of the picture, you can see that a download button is actually mentioned under the original company name or the software name. But instead of that, the ad shown in the website also shows the download button, which is not the actual download button, but they are showing the download button similar to their original button. So if in case the person doesn't know which is the original button, he obviously goes to the ad button. So in this situation, the ad bring the user to the next page or some in the redirection web pages. In that they can manipulate the user, like asking for their personal data to accomplish their work. So these are falls under the user interface deception. So we still now see the theoretical approach or then idea of the user interface deception. This is the one of the main or topics in the dog pattern. So now see the practical problem we have faced. So in recently, I ordered a charger in Amazon. Its actual rate is 799 in Amazon itself. Okay, but they are showing that the price is 2,999. So it's nearly to 3,000, but they are showing they are giving the discount of 73% and showing price the discount price is 799. But when we see the product in prices, it's actually the actual rate is 800. So the price still holds for long time. But for the purpose of a dark pattern, they are using the term by striking out the original maximum retail price and showing the selling price, which is not a good approach to handle the user. But they are doing this. So here the sample of urgency dark pattern in the Amazon website. So what's your main idea? So our main idea is making of browser extension that helps the user to finally and expose the dark pattern in user interface. So the we are focused on browser extension. So what is browser extension? So basically a browser extension is the add-on or an extra feature that can be added by the user in the browser. With that, we can manipulate the data or in desired manner, like we are doing our dark pattern buster extension. So in this extension, we analyze the website by element and give the elements data to the classifier model. So in classifier model, it will classify either it is a dog pattern or not. So our project mainly aims to improve the user understanding and safeguard against the manipulation. So as I said, here is the methodology. So in this flow, the e-commerce website data will be scrapped by a extension. So it will be a model or and a scrapper inside our model. It will scrape all the data from the website. Then the elements or the data sent to our model. In our model, we have the AI model, such as classifier model, namely Nebios. So Nebios is a best classifier model for test classification. So we have the huge, tremendous amount of data set by boosting it again and again for approaching the unseen data, and the model will use the data set for classification. So now we have the two phrases. One is negative phrases and positive phrases. What is negative phrases? Negative phrases are the term or which are used to trick the user and are mostly used in the talk pattern. So positive phrases are the non-common things like object names or some product names itself. So it is not our talk pattern. So the negative phrases are sent to the extension by the API, and then it will be inject and script to our website. So in our website, the terms which are detected or classified as the dark pattern is highlighted. So this is our development stage. So initially we have four models. So in this, for our extension, we have four models. First module is highlighting the dark patterns. So as for now, we have completed the two models, namely highlighting the dark patterns, ad blocker. So why we add ad blocker to our extension? Because as I said before, huge amount of dark patterns are done with the help of ad only. So if I block the ad, there will be no dark pattern in your website most probably, because that ad only gives the dark patterns in most of the websites. Here we not only consider e-commerce, we consider many websites to overcome the dark patterns. So ad blocker plays a main role in our project, and then reporting option. So reporting option is our innovative idea. In a way, if I predict or I can guess or suspect it's a dog pattern, I can able to report with the help of extension. We have the extension with the report option, in which if a user clicks the report button, either he or she can take the screenshot of the suspected area. So if the suspected area is took the screenshot, we can send to our model. So in a model, we have image to text recognition. So in this text recognition, we can recognize the text in the image. So we can know whether it's a dog pattern or not. So it's play as a two type. For one purpose, it's a play a reporting area. In another part, the main another thing is a little bit tricky. So nowadays, e-commerce websites such as Flipkart, Amazon uses images for dark pattern, because they came to know that we are using the text which can be easily scrapped by the any extension and can predict we are using the dark pattern. But in their approach, they introduce the images. So we cannot directly predict the text in the image. For that, we introduce the report option. In report option, our screenshot method will works greatly and shows whether the user is suspecting the suspected thing is a dark pattern or not. So the report option is the main functionality of the future we added to our idea. So next is price tracker. It also plays a main role, because in many websites they are showing the actual discount, as I said, actual discount and fake discount. Our model just predicts the whether it is a dark pattern or not, but it is not predicting any price drop or the actual price, or doesn't know whether the e-commerce website introduced the original offer in their website. For this, we introduce a price tracker module in that, or create a separate module in the extension. So user can click or user can copy paste their product in our extension, so that we can say it's a good deal or bad deal, or either it's either a good deal or bad deal, but it's a dog pattern. So the price tracker will say it is a dog pattern or not, Yeah, or it is a good deal. So the price tracker also plays an important role. So in this four module, the main aim is to detect the dark pattern. So these are the ad blocker, report, dark pattern, price tracker, and price tracker are the things we include as a feature to our existing idea. So in this core model, we have completed the highlighting the dark pattern, ad blocker. So the remaining modules are under development still now. In the future, we are going to develop this model and integrate together to give you the most generative AI, most generative model to predict the dark pattern. So in one thing, if you have considered in the report option, you can also make a model as a generative with help of what the predicted or the reported text. So if the person suspected picture is a dark button, we can add it to our model. If the model recognize or the model is paid with the suspected text, it can predict the future unseen pattern. So the report option is the main aim of main thing in our project, which separates from other ideas. So as I said, the module one is the highlighting the dark pattern. So initially the website will be scrapped by our extension and sent to our backend. And backend in backend the model will predict whether it is a dark pattern or not. So in second model, as I said, the price tracker. So you can view that while the when the user copy the product link and paste in our extension input field, they can view it is a dark pattern or a actual discount or not. In third, it is a reporting dark pattern. As I said, reporting dark patterns, there will be a picture or a suspected area. The user can take the screenshot of that and send it to our model. Our model will predict whether it is a dark pattern or not. So if it is predicted as a dark pattern, it will be added to our data set. So our model can be generative. Our last model is ad blocker. As I said, ad blocker is the major source of dark pattern. So now let me see our actual practical model. Here is the backend server. Currently, we are running in Node.js server. Here we have classify API. As I said, our image recognition is on development model. We are developing in here. You can view that. It is sure that we will develop an update in our GitHub link. I will show the GitHub link or I will give the GitHub link in video description. You can see in our GitHub and you can use our idea and code. You can manipulate it and develop as much you can to protect us from dark pattern. So let me start our server. So backend is running. We use Tesseract.js or library to recognize the text in the image. We use natural library which is available in JavaScript. Here we use naive bias classifier for here you can see naive bias classifier for text recognition. We wait for some more time. Yeah, the server is running on port 3000. So we can send a request for our API, which is running on port 3000. So let me jump into the front end. So this is the code for our Chrome extension. Here you can see that this is the part we actually scrapping the elements from Chrome websites. So we are neglecting the script styles HTML, and we are only getting the tags of span and div. So it is a major tags used for content in websites. Okay, we are taking the words less than 70 because there will be more data or the junk data which will be given to the model. So for the sake of filtering, we are just getting the contents which of length are less than or equal to 70. Okay, for our reference, we logged our scrap data in console. So this is the main part. We are going to call the API, which is our running backend classify. So you can see that we are getting a fetch, which is the API call to the server. So here, if the result is one, we are actually highlighting the words. This is the script injection. So this is the screenshot plus text recognition code. So user can take the screenshot in their desired area. Here is the API call. We are actually sending the screenshot image by encoding it to the backend. So as for now, the backend is developing. I can't show the code or explain it. In the future videos, we will see about screenshot and how we can share the images in the backend. So see here, this is the ad block code, the simple ad blocking function. So we mentioned most of their domain names like Google Ads, doubleclick.com. So this the doubleclick.com is the famous redirection domain. Most of the ads are using this domain. So we are actually blocking it. So once the blocker ad block function started, we can see the blocking started in our console. So if the ads are come with this domain, we will blocking it. So this is the taking the current URL, domain name or web code. So let me see in practical application. So let me take our Chrome extension. So search for click code because this Indian made are the most common one we use for shopping. We can also try with Amazon, but Amazon comes with lots of image dog pattern. We will see in next video after the development of that image recognition. So for now, let's see. Click on. And we click on this. So let me buy AWS phone. So open the manage extensions. You can see that. Let's reload it. You can see that our Chrome extension as in manifest of JSON, we gave the name as Chrome extension. Okay, now change the name. Dark pattern. Yeah, let me reload it. Yeah, fine. The name is reflected here, so the things are going well. Now we test with the website. So there will be an error because this is an unpacked version. We cannot use the CDN JavaScript in this our course. So this is the unpacked version. There will be such errors. We can actually rectify it in the time of packing. Okay, now let we click our show doc button. This is the extension. We added three options ad block. So when I click the ad block, it actually starting the ad block in the background. Now let me check that and comes to our part. It comes to console. Again, it's loading. Yeah, fine. You can see that our ads are blocking. So we are given Google Leaks, DoubleClick.com, and Facebook.com. These websites are blocked by our extension. So these are all come from that network area of Flipkart. So you can actually see the website is actually blocking the ads. Now let me close it and open so for extension to show the pattern.